Alright, in 2 weeks Nintendo is releasing a brand new Mario Kart game for Nintendo Switch called Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And you know what, since I really love everything that is Mario Kart related, I figured out it could be pretty cool to do a little retrospective of this iconic game series. Welcome to the Mario Kart Retrospective once again. During the 2001 E3 presentation of Nintendo's brand new console, the GameCube, there was an 8-second clip of the upcoming Mario Kart game for GameCube. It showed Mario and Luigi racing and pretty much nothing else. In fact, it was completely worthless if you look at it, because it's just Mario and Luigi, and the final game doesn't look at all like this. So enter Mario Kart Double Dash, the fourth game in the Mario Kart franchise and one of the craziest one ever created, even by today's standards. Well, first off, by looking at the footage you currently see on this wonderful video, slap a like, you can already see something that is completely different. There are 2 racers per car. You don't see double. One player is indeed driving while the other one holds the items and throws them at the opponents. Since you gotta pick 2 players per car now, Nintendo had to include more characters in the game. I mean, there's Mario and Luigi, Peach and Daisy, Yoshi and Birdo, Baby Mario and Baby Luigi, Koopa Troopa and Paratroopa, Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, Bowser and Bowser Jr., Wario and Waluigi, Toad and Toadette, and finally Petty Piranha and King Boo. Whew. Now that's a lot of brand new characters if you ask me. With all of the different characters available and the fact that you can mix them the way you like, there's 190 possible different character combination. Nintendo even included a random mode, so if you can't decide yourself, the game's gonna decide for you. But that's not all, now you gotta pick your kart too. 21 karts are available for you to pick, each having their own different abilities. They have their own speed, their own acceleration, their own weight, and owners too. Some kart can only be used by certain weight of characters, once again being split into 3 categories: light, medium, and heavy. Mario Kart Double Dash contains 16 different tracks, once again divided in 4 different cups. The Mushroom Cup contains Luigi's Circuit, Peach Beach, Baby Park, and Dry Desert. The Flower Cup has you racing along Mushroom Bridge, Mario Circuit, Daisy Cruiser, and Waluigi Stadium. In the Star Cup, you will go to Sherbet Land, Mushroom City, Yoshi Circuit, and DK Mountain. And finally, in the Special Cup, you'll enter Wario Colosseum, Dino Jungle, Bowser's Castle, and finally, the infamous Rainbow Road. One thing I really like about this game is the fact that all tracks are very different from each other and are all memorable in their own ways. I mean, I can't tell you how many laps of DK Mountain I've did. This track is an adventure in itself, shooting you out of a huge barrel cannon only to go down a steep mountain hill to reach the jungle and start all over again. I think this game has some of the most imaginative tracks ever created in any Mario Kart game. In terms of items, this game once again changed the formula. You have your typical items that make a comeback, such as the shells, the mushroom, the banana, the star, the lightning bolt, and the fake item box. This time, however, the game introduces special items, which are only available to a certain set of characters. Mario and Luigi can throw fireballs. Princess Peach and Daisy can have a protective shield made out of hearts. Yoshi and Birdo throw homing eggs that contains items inside. Baby Luigi and Baby Mario can use a giant chain chomp that will guide them automatically, biting anything in its path. Koopa and Paratroopa can have 3 green or 3 red shells at once. DK and Diddy have an enormous banana peel that's taking up so much space it's really hard to avoid. I hate it. Bowser and his son have a giant Bowser shell, which is devastating if used correctly. Wario and Waluigi have bombs that they can use to explode enemies, and finally, Toad and Toadette can get a golden mushroom, which gives infinite mushroom boosts for a limited amount of time. PT Piranha and King Boo can get any items they want, except for Birdo's eggs and Luigi's fireballs for some reason. Having 2 players in a single cart also brings a change to the ways items are handled in the game. Each character can hold up 1 item, meaning that you can have 2 items at once. This brings a new strategy because you can actually store items by switching the driver and the thrower, only to use them later on when needed. That's pretty neat. I mean, I was storing mushrooms all I wanted, and when somebody tried to catch up to me, I would use them. That was pretty cool. Double Dash contains the Grand Prix mode with all of its 50, 100 and 150cc speed variation, as well as the mirror mode. The game also contains an all-cup tour mode where you can play all 16 tracks in any order, except for the first track always being Luigi's Circuit and the last one always being, you guessed it, Rainbow Road. Time Trial is back and remains unchanged. The Versus mode allows you to choose any track to play, but gives you new rules that you can set, like the actual number of laps and the kind of items you can get in item boxes. You can even turn them off completely, but I don't recommend it. Just turn that stuff to frantic, turn that to 9 laps, and let the game begin. Co-op plays allow you and a friend to play in the same cart, one being the driver and one the guy that throws items. This mode is pretty fun as it requires coordination between both players in order to be effective. Battle mode makes its return and adds 3 sub-modes. Balloon Battle is back and 2 new modes were added. Shine Thief, in which you must find a shine sprite dropped off the course somewhere and then keep it until time runs out. There's also Bomb Blast, which only gives you bombs in the boxes, so it's really an explosive mode. You gotta throw bombs and it's madness, let's be honest, it's madness. Just like the racing tracks, the battle courses are all pretty original. Cookie Land is, well, around Cookie. Dang, I'm hungry now. Block City reminds me a lot of Block Fort from Mario Kart 64, despite being completely different at the same time. The Pipe Plaza has you going in and out of pipes to avoid getting attacked. Luigi's Mansion is a 3 stories high mansion, giving you opportunities to attack your opponents from above and to hide in the basement of the mansion. Tilt-A-Kart is a giant Mario sprite which moves around and it makes the blocks spin and stuff. It's okay, I guess. And finally, last but not least, there's a track that is shaped like a Nintendo GameCube. Well, Nintendo were kinda going crazy with those maps. I mean, racing on a GameCube? What the heck? Using the Nintendo GameCube broadband adapter, you can play Mario Kart Double Dash via LAN play, connecting up to 8 Nintendo GameCubes at once. While being a pretty neat idea, I never got a chance to try that myself, as none of my friends actually owned the LAN adapter for the GameCube and neither did I. I can imagine it being pretty fun in tournaments though. The game received a pretty good reception and scored kinda high on Metacritic, with a score of 87 based off 68 different reviews. Most people like the fact that it was so crazy and had so much content. It is the second best-selling game for the Nintendo GameCube, right behind my boy Super Smash Melee. So Mario Kart actually sold 7 million copies worldwide. So we've seen double drivers today, but you know what, next time we still see double. Yeah, we're gonna see double screens, because we're actually gonna take a look at Mario Kart DS. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you want to support me in the show, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Thanks a lot for watching.